What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were in silent mode because of the car that we have today.
Oh.
Thank you so much to Porsche of St. Paul, who has an amazing array of what?
Porsche Taycans. This one specifically is a Taycan 4S. This one has the bigger battery, the performance battery plus, so it makes 420 kilowatts of power, which is
562. So if you do not opt for the bigger battery, you get 40 less horsepower.
Yep, so it would be 522 horsepower with the basic battery.
With the package that is in here, 0 to 60 happens in
2.4 seconds?
That is quicker than you could even think of that.
Yeah, it was.
And let me tell you, it is quick. You guys have seen us drive Taycans before. I thought that I lost some of the luster in my head. I'm like, oh, it's like a Taycan, like they're fast, but...
So the thing is, once you don't drive a car for a bit, you start, that feeling of it fades. We drove a GT3 Touring at one point, and the feeling of the car has faded. We forgot how it feels. Same thing happened with this 4S.
I'm glad I forgot how it feels, because it feels amazing. Yep. There is no reason for you to buy a Tesla, to buy a Lucid, to buy a whatever other electric stuff is on the market. If you want to feel like you are in a true sports car, this is every bit a Porsche as a 911 or a Panamera or a Boxster or a Cayman.
And so you really need to go to Porsche St. Paul right now and buy this one or any of the other ones they have on their lot, because they're amazing.
They're amazing. So, and right now I know they got some amazing incentives on them.
I don't know what they are.
But so please go to Porsche St. Paul, check them out, give any one of them a call, and they will definitely help you out. But
dare I say, there's never been a better time to buy a Taycan.
Awkward high five. There's also never been a better time to click like, comment, and subscribe. All right, let's get inside, check this thing out. We're gonna go for a drive, and you guys are gonna be blown away. Would you like to win our Miata? Well, today I'm gonna tell you just how to do that. If we make it to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube by May of 2024, which is our 5-year YouTube anniversary, it's gonna be given to one of you lucky subscribers.
Wait!
So make sure to subscribe. There's 60.
I am content not riding in the passenger seat with you in a Taycan ever again.
Do you know how much trouble I would have been in if my parents had a Taycan back when I was in high school? You know how easy it would be to sneak out of the garage?
Yeah, and then you would get a speeding ticket and they would know you snuck out of the garage.
Fair enough. So this 2024 Porsche Taycan 4S is mind-bogglingly fast.
So I would love to drive a Taycan Turbo S, but there is no need for more than a 4S.
I think that you save your money, option every option you can with the 4S, get the more executive backseat. I don't know what that is. I keep on forgetting. But
forgetting or never knew.
Both. A little of both. But I think that's what I would do, because I think a 4S is that like sweet spot where it is plenty quick enough.
Yeah.
That you don't need a turbo. I love the roof. I love all of the interior bits. I am definitely getting used to all of the Porsche tech on all the models, on all the model ranges.
You have been able to drive more of them.
This one happens to have the passenger screen, which we can't quite figure out how to make it work, but that's in another video by somebody else.
I'm sure someone knows how to do that.
So the Taycan, specifically this 2024 4S, it handles the same as a Panamera, equally as good as a 911. The steering is tight, it's communicative. If you opt for the, I'm drawing a blank on the package right now, but you can get rear axle steering and torque vectoring, which just makes this a complete chef's kiss.
Okay.
But this 4S as it sits It's comfortable. It is quiet, not just because it doesn't have an engine, but the interior cabin noise is extremely quiet. You got the HUD, which I am all for.
I would love to show you guys the heads-up display, but
it doesn't come through on a camera.
We have tried way too many times for it to never work.
You got the different driving modes that you can just select from on your steering wheel. We like to keep it in Sport Plus because, I mean, why would you drive it in something else?
Yeah, we want to go fast.
Obviously, you're gonna get, I think it's like 200, it's under 300 miles that you get with the charge.
Okay.
That's not why I'm buying a Taycan.
I'm buying it because I want to go fast.
I'm buying it because I want to go fast and maybe save. Let's be honest, you're not saving money on gas. You're not. But you sure have a lot of fun with the fun pedal.
And the best part is no one knows that you're doing this, so you can have fun and no one's gonna like be mad that you're in a neighborhood.
I can't believe, so we got the air suspension in here, how it just gobbles up every single bump on the road.
So going back to you're in a neighborhood, most sports cars, when you turn them on, they're this goes as fast as them, and your neighbors aren't going to hate you.
I mean, I actually will argue with you that this, for the most part, to 60 is faster than them.
Yeah, but it doesn't make the noise when you start it up, so your neighbors are going to like you.
That is true. So it's really a win-win. You're winning for the environment. Arguably, you're winning with your neighbors. You're winning with your buddies that you take for a ride in an electric car. This is amazing. I want you to get in here, but before you do, I found a really, really fun party trick. Are you ready for the party trick that I found?
I found the party trick, and no, I am not ready for it.
Well, I'm going to use the party trick against you. So in this awesome menu, you go to Comfort. You go to adjust passenger seat, and now from my seat I can squish Tyler's legs, and I can make your head go through the roof. How is that?
Trying to squish up, so I'm, oh boy.
What's happening, Ty?
I am squishing!
Is that comfy?
No.
How many Tylers fit in the passenger seat of a Taycan?
Absolutely none right now.
All right, I have found the absolute most amazing hidden feature of any car I have ever driven.
Worst hidden feature if you're the passenger.
All right, why don't we go show them what a standard backseat looks like, and then you should take this thing for a rip. So sitting in the back of the base back seat, I think for the first time ever, I don't think we've sat in one with just the regular standard
I think we did with a Panamera, but not a Taycan.
So in the Taycan, I will say it's a little lackluster.
It's a little tight.
It's a little tight. So there's Tyler's knees, and he's over 6 feet, and where his seat was. Here are my knees, and I got a little bit of room, and I'm just under 6 feet. There is plenty of headroom.
Yes, there is a lot of headroom if you're forward. But if you sit with your head against the headrest...
Oh yeah, I'm hitting the ceiling. So I would say the back seats get a knock for that. And you do have your HVAC controls, but it is just very simple. You don't have a heated back seats.
But to go again, we are both pretty large men. Like,
I mean, speak for yourself. I work out, Tyler.
So if you're like 5'10", you're not going to hit your head.
Or if you're driving your kids around, it's going to be just fine.
And if you we've never had this problem with the executive back seat, whatever it is. So if you get that, you're also not going to have that problem.
Absolutely. All right, now we're on to the fun part. Why don't you go step on the fun pedal? You may not know this, but Tyler's revving it right now.
Vroom, vroom.
There are a lot of things that I love about the Taycan.
Like what? The engine noise?
Yes.
Off we go on a nice leisurely drive with the Taycan. Gotta save the environment. Just like we always are trying to.
What is that in the background? I think I hear whales and sea turtles. Holy shadoli! Okay, as a passenger, I forgot how hard it hits.
Yep.
Driving it hits, but you're expecting it, and you have a steering wheel to hold on to. But when you're the passenger, it really throws you for a loop.
Yeah, so he did that because he drives to the first recording place and whatnot, and I'm in the passenger seat. He did that while I was the passenger, and I forgot, so it wasn't as dramatic when we were recording. That's how it feels.
All Porsches are extremely fun.
Yes.
I would argue that the Taycan is one with some of the most party tricks.
I would also say it's almost one of the more fun to go around town.
Yes, I mean the way
Because, like, that's like half throttle.
the way that we drive it, you're not going to get very good range.
So you're gonna need to stay in town.
Right, so really it's kind of like the Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid. We might get 12 miles to a charge.
That's good. It's a good amount. So I want to talk about the heads-up display. You
Yes.
mentioned it earlier. I have never found a heads-up display I liked because they all seem to like distract me, or they're not in the right spot for me. I don't know if it's my driving position. This one, exactly where I would want it. It's not distracting. It's just great right in front of me.
I really found it to be quite amazing myself. Like the best HUD I've seen.
Like, we've driven, I'm gonna even say this and bash on Porsche a little bit.
What?
We've driven other models with it, and I haven't liked it, but this one I really like.
So it very well could be an update with all the 2024 models.
It could be that, or it could just be that it's a Taycan and we hadn't driven one with a heads-up display in a Taycan. So I think it was the Cayenne Turbo SE Hybrid we drove.
So is what you're saying the little knock that you get for the base back seats is made up for with the HUD?
Yes, in this one. You could just also get the good back seats and the HUD.
Well, then you're plus plus.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that's a win-win. Put it in the win column, Tyler.
I love driving Porsches. I love driving this Taycan. I hate the idea of an entirely electric vehicle. Like, everybody has an electric car. I hate that idea, but this car saves that a little bit.
It does.
It gives me that little glimmer of hope that maybe when the electric cars are all exclusively electric,
I mean, electric cars are generally always going to be exclusively electric.
you know what I mean? Maybe there will be a little hope for a good car still. Like, there's still there's
room,
room for an enthusiast.
and there is some soul in here.
Yes.
I don't think that you get this soul with other electric brands.
I will say it's not as much soul as you get in a 911.
No, there is something about the heartbeat
Yeah.
of an internal combustion engine.
Even a Panamera has more soul.
Yes.
But this still, it has something.
If this is what we're going to be stuck with
At least
in
it
the
has
future,
something.
yes, this is it. And I would urge each and every one of you, even if you're not quite in the market for a new Taycan, but you're looking for an electric vehicle, I would definitely head to either your local Porsche dealer or
No, just
no matter
Porsche
what,
St. St. Paul.
book a flight. Get
And then you can do that if you go to Porsche St. Paul and buy one. You get to just go fast.
so the end result for me is I've driven a few Taycans. It's been a little while since I've driven or ridden in my last one. It is mind-blowing. Look at all the turkeys.
Turkey, gobble, gobble, gobble.
I don't know what they're all doing there because we saw them the last time that we recorded a video. We also saw like a 10-point buck too.
Yeah.
The Taycan is the electric car. If you want an electric car that has some form of soul, is well built, let's be honest, how well built can some of those other electric cars be?
They are way too cheap to be as well built as this.
This is a true Porsche.
Yes.
Inside, outside, even with the driving dynamics.
Let's talk about it outside. So viewers, I left Chris behind because I need to talk to you about how amazing this vehicle is. It is snowing, and guess what? It is a Taycan 4S, so you can drive it in the snow.
Speaking of the snow and driving it, the best thing about reviewing a Porsche Taycan is you can keep it on when you're making footage.
And since it's snowing, it's obviously a little chilly out.
The windshield wipers do their job.
And it's warm inside.
The seats are nice and warm. The cabin is fresh.
And so depending on the amount of snow you have, they make a rear-wheel drive Taycan. If you have no snow, you can get that. Or you can have a small amount of snow and it'll do just fine. Or if you live in we had a record-breaking season last year of snow, and it was like many feet. A 4S is going to be perfect for you, so you need to go to Porsche St. Paul to get that.
Well, and obviously, like, to go with you can do two-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. The battery in a Taycan is so low and heavy that it actually is very beneficial in either configuration to be really good in inclement weather.
Yes, it's also going to not roll over because all the weight's really, really low down.
Okay, so the 2024 Porsche Taycan 4S, it gets my nod for an absolute yes.
It checks all the boxes that I can think of, other than it's missing an engine. But we know that it's missing an engine.
And to be fair, if you are just really trying to get into the electric market, go ahead and buy a base Taycan. It is brilliant.
I don't remember how much horsepower they have, but you're gonna still drive it and you're gonna feel like you have plenty.
And the benefit of like going through all those models, you have a very big price gap with which to work with. So
yes,
make sure you guys go to Porsche St. Paul, check this one out.
Buy this one.
It is amazing. The styling in a Taycan is just far above any other
Porsche
electric car even.
I was going to say, mainly Porsche sedans. This is way better than a Panamera.
It does have the looks that are way more, I don't know, you maybe have to bleep this out, but sexy. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you click like, comment, subscribe, do an awkward high five.
And we might as well say thank you to Porsche St. Paul one more time.
Thank you to Porsche St. Paul one more time. Why do you have to add the one more time thing? Is that just like for extra? Is that a
this
disclaimer?
video is over now before
Like,
he ruins it.
One more time and
Done.
then Porsche.
Cut.